So here's the truth that they're not telling you about the files. These people aren't people. They're not humans. They're Nephilim. The elite of this world are the fallen angels, and the next level down below them, which is probably all of Hollywood, they're all Nephilim. They're all a mixed DNA of human and fallen angels. The end times will be as in the days of Noah. So shall it be in the days of the coming of the Son of Man. What was happening in the days of Noah? We have been misled into believing this little picture that we were taught in Sunday school about the flood. We are told that God flooded the earth because people were eating and drinking and giving in marriage. And so we are given this picture of people just eating a bunch of food until they're fat, and then drinking a bunch of alcohol and partying, and getting married, like marrying whoever they want to, and just maybe promiscuity. I don't know. That is not the case. There were Nephilim and giants in the days of Noah, and they were eating human flesh, they were drinking human blood, and they were marrying different species together, creating hybrids. Satan's plan was to eradicate mankind so that the Messiah could never be born, because Satan knew that the Messiah had to be born of a human. And so Satan was trying to get rid of humans by outbreeding them, like interbreeding. That's when the fallen angels came down. They raped the human women and created the giants. But it wasn't just that simple. It was an entire plan to get rid of humans so that Jesus would never be born. When it says that Noah was perfect in his generations, he wasn't a perfect man. He was perfect in his DNA. He was human. He hadn't been tainted with. His family's bloodline had not been tainted with fallen angels. And so Noah was human. That's why he got to escape the flood. There are so many times in the Old Testament when God instructs someone to wipe out an entire nation, men, women, and children. Those weren't humans. They were Nephilim. They were hybrids that eat people. They eat babies. So that's the secret in the files that they don't want you to know, is that these are the modern day Nephilim. That's why they eat babies and drink their blood. They need it to survive. It's embedded in them. And yes, they trick humans into participating in this sacrificial system to gain power and control. But I'm telling you, they are not all humans. So that's what they don't want you to know. They don't want you to know that they're not human. We're in the end days. And when God's wrath is poured out, it's not always just against humanity. It's kind of like we're just kind of stuck in the middle. That's why, he sent Jesus, was to redeem us from this mess. And the humans that don't accept it, unfortunately, they're not going to make it. But it's ultimately Satan's plan was to just get rid of humans altogether. And the Bible also tells us that there were giants in the days before the flood and after. We're in the after. They're just not giants anymore. The Nephilim have perfected their little technique, I guess, with technology maybe, and they have created Nephilim that look just like us. Back in the day, they stood out. They were giants, but not anymore. They look just like us, but they're an empty shell. God does not give them a soul. And so that makes them an empty shell for demons to possess. That's what they don't want us to know about the files. They don't care that you know that they're eating babies. They don't care that you know that they're doing satanic rituals, sacrificial rituals. They don't care that you know that. They just don't want you to know the real reason why. And that's why. There's a lot of videos that you can see these people shape-shifting. You can see like their eyes change, and it's, from what I understand, and I may be way off track, but from what I understand is that these Nephilim, their bodies need human blood in order to stay looking human. And if they don't get enough human blood, then they start shifting more towards their reptilian side and less towards their human side. That's why we see people on the news that glitch, that like it looks like they're pixelating. It's because their skin is starting to show their true colors. So yeah, that's what they don't want you to know. They're not human, you guys. The elite of this world, the very top tier elite, are the fallen angels, and they are running this place, and Satan is their master. Do some deep dive Bible studies into, the flood. The book of Enoch tells it all. Why do you think the book of Enoch was removed from the Bible? Because Satan did not want us to know this. There's nothing new under the sun, guys. History is repeating itself, and we've just been so deceived to not see it for what it is. So seek God. Ask him about this stuff. I promise you he'll show it to you. And it's discouraging. I know, because we feel so helpless. I have felt so helpless for so many years. I have felt alone for a long time, because being awake and knowing that this stuff is going on. You guys, I've known about this child sacrifice for 25 years. There is not anything we can do about it. It's up to God. God says, vengeance is mine. It's his. What we can do is pray. And we need to pray for the lost souls, because I'm telling you, the rapture is getting ready to happen. Things are about to get ugly. It's going to get rough, but I'm kind of excited, because I can't wait to see how God is going to move through all of this. You guys, we were chosen to be here during this time. It's not random. We should feel honored. And, God gave us all a mission, and everybody has a different mission. And I'm not even going to say that I like my mission, okay? But part of my mission has been to warn and to expose. And so I can see right through the enemy's plan. I can watch a movie and like I just watched Transformers the other day, and I was just like, whoa, this is so biblical. Like, they're throwing it right in our faces all the time. Even with Transformers, like, they're trapped on this earth. They're trying to get off planet before some kind of judgment comes. They know judgment is coming. They know the tribulation is coming. They know the signs and the seasons that Jesus told us to watch for. They know it. They just don't want you to know it. They don't want you to know that we're in the end times. They don't want you to know that Jesus is coming and that this is the end. They don't want you to know that. So there you go. That's the truth. They're not all human. We're living in the end days. Jesus is coming, and get ready. Keep looking up. Our redemption draws near.